Hi folks, I hope that you guys are doing pretty well. So today is Tuesday, the 11th of March 2025, and in today's video I want to talk about this prophecy found in the second book of Chronicles, chapter 16, verse 9. Now this prophecy here is actually very popular among Bible scholars. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards him. Now I put my name down here because I'm a prophet, and so I put the arrow here facing this verse. So what does this really mean? What do you have to do to be a chosen one, if you like, or what should you be displaying towards God in order that God might choose you? Because God is chosen is He's searching the whole earth, if you like. He wants to show himself strong to someone that is going to be perfect towards him. And so, if you want to be a prophet and be a chosen one, how can you be perfect towards God so that He can actually choose you? You know. And so, I want to reveal some of my secrets now. Of course, we all know that from the foundation of the earth, known unto God are all His works. Okay, so of course, God knows past, present, and future, and God knows that one day, I was going to become a prophet. But aside from that, I guess I can give you a few inspiring words from my experience. Now, when I went to God one day in a prayer, I said to God that I wanted to be a prophet and that I missed my chance, and that was actually in my heart. So, in order for God to actually choose you, you have to be perfect towards Him. In other words, that if you want to be a prophet, it has to be in your heart. You gotta really want it, really bad, and you also have to be very open to God Himself. In other words, you really have to love God to a deep level. In a sense, you actually have to be, like a little child. You want God to actually show you the way. You want to learn from the miracles of God. That's right. It's kind of like, you're sort of like a little child, right? And you're coming up to God and saying to Him, I want to be a prophet. I'm really open to everything that you want to teach me in how to become a prophet, but you gotta say it with joy. There's gotta be joy in your heart. You gotta really want to do this, and you really have to be open to God, and you have to be open to for God to show you His miracles. In other words, when you approach God, you gotta be saying to God, I'm open, I want to learn all your miracles, your secrets, your mysteries, and yeah, you got to be, like a child sort of thing, like you got to be really open. It's something that you got to really want in your heart, okay? And yeah, it's something that that you have joy in your heart when you come to God. It's something that you really want to do, that you really want to learn from God, that you want to experience His miracles, His mysteries, the knowledge that He gives you, that you are open to all of that, and that you have a lot of joy in your heart, and that you really want to learn. You just got to have that spiritual connection with God, that you are really open, and that you really want to learn, and that above all, that you believe in God. You got to believe in God, His miracles, and that you want this badly. It's got to come from your heart. And so this is why God, His eyes are actually searching throughout the whole earth. He wants to show Himself strong to those people whose heart is perfect towards Him. So my heart was perfect towards God because I had joy in my heart. I really wanted to be a prophet, and I was prepared and open for God to show me all His miracles, and I was open to for God to teach me the Bible, to pass some knowledge to me, you know, to, prophesy as well, all those things, all those things that are tremendous that give you, a lot of joy in your heart. So it's a combination of all these things. Above all, being perfect towards God. In other words, if you want God to choose you as a prophet, you have to have joy in your heart. Okay, you gotta have joy in the Lord. It's gotta come naturally from your heart. You gotta wanna be a prophet. I wanted to be a prophet because it was something written in my heart. And yeah, you really gotta be happy or joyful in your heart, and that you want God to show you miracles. But not just to show you, you actually have to believe that God is able to provide those miracles to you. So when you come to God with a perfect heart, you're already coming towards God, loving God, and believing that He's going to deliver for you, all His mysteries, all His secrets, that He's going to pass on to you knowledge, that He's going to allow you to prophesy, and so on. You really have to believe, you got to have that joy, that natural joy that is in your heart. When you have this perfect heart, and you're coming to the Lord. It's got to be natural. You got to want to do this. You got to be open to God's, you got to be open in a way that you already believe in His miracles. Okay, so when you come with a perfect heart towards God, you already have to come believing that He can do all these miracles. But at the same time as you are believing, you know, uh, you are putting your faith in God that He's going to give you all of these miracles. Especially when you're a prophet. So it's basically all these things. You got to have the joy in your heart, before you come to God. It's got to be in your heart. You got to want to do this. You got to actually believe even before you come to God. You actually got to believe in His miracles. And that you got to be open, and you want to be happy, and say, God, show me all these miracles. Give me more and more and more. That's what I did, in my days of prophesying. That's why God has revealed to me many secrets of the Bible. So I guess I just wanted to pass on this secret, on this prophecy here in the second book of Chronicles, chapter 16, verse 9. Oftentimes you hear Bible scholars out there, quoting this Bible scripture, that God is searching the whole earth, trying to find somebody whose heart is perfect towards Him. So just make sure that you come with joy, that your heart is open, that you are already believing in miracles, that you believe that God is going to give you the miracles, that you got to have that faith, and that you have this happiness, this joy in your heart for the Lord, that He's going to give you all these miracles, and that you want to be a prophet, and that you want to experience, the mystery that is behind being a prophet, getting all these mysteries and revelations from God. It's all these things, you have to be really open. You got to have faith in God. You got to have that joy in your heart, that you want to do this, that, you got to have this joy that you already have that faith, that you're expecting God. Yes, I know that you're going to give me all these things. I know that you are, I'm open, and please give them to me. It's like that. So I wanted to explain what this scripture or prophecy, if you like, means in context of being a prophet. When you approach God, now of course, God chooses His prophets. Perhaps I'm the first prophet, ever, or in the history of the prophets. I can't say this for surety, but I'm was one that came to God saying, God, I want to be a prophet. I missed my chance, and so perhaps I'm unique doing this. But it was actually in my heart. I really wanted to do this, badly, and I was open to God. I had a lot of joy in my heart, and I believed in the miracles that God is able to do for me. I already believed when I came to God. I already believed that He was able to show me His miracles, and I was open to that. And as God began to give me, some, then I asked for more. I want more and more and more. And I managed to get a lot from God, and still am getting a lot from God today. So yeah, it's an amazing experience being a prophet. So yeah, just to finish up, just remember that the heart, or the perfect heart that God is looking for, is for someone that is open, someone who has joy in his heart, someone who already has that vibe in that God is going to provide for him. In other words, in that God is going to provide all these miracles, all these mysteries. And you gotta expect that God is going to give it to you. You gotta have that vibe, the expectation of vibe. You're gonna have that joy of heart. And as God gives you, you want more. You're asking for more. Give me more and more and more. And that's how the relationship develops and evolves over time. And I started off as a minor prophet, and I became a major prophet. And so yeah, I'm having right now, a tremendous role as a major prophet. Getting a lot of things from God. It's an amazing experience, and God is going to be rewarding me in heaven to serve Him for all eternity. So this is the perfect heart that you need to show towards God. Your love for God has to be genuine, and also your faith also has to be genuine. And your faith in that you're expecting God to give you all His mysteries, all His revelations. You gotta have that faith in God, in that He's going to give them to you. So that's how the relationship works. So yeah, once you're a prophet, it's amazing. It's an amazing experience, highly rewarding. It takes a lot of courage to prophesy. It takes a lot of faith in God. And you will finish your mission. When God chooses His prophets, they will finish their missions, come by no matter what. And it's a rewarding role. It's a very rewarding role. So it's amazing. So this is the perfect heart that you gotta have. Have love God first with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. Have faith in Him, in that you are expecting in your heart that He's going to give you mysteries and wonders. And be joyful. Be joyful in the Lord. He's going to give you all these things. Trust Him with all your heart. Have faith that He's going to give you all these things. It's an amazing experience being a prophet. Hugely rewarding, and you get to make biblical history. I'm already a Bible character, so when I read the Bible, eventually I will be in the Bible upon the return of Jesus' second coming. I will be honored by being in the Bible one day. And that is a huge reward. It's that reward that you get for having the courage to be a prophet. Being a prophet takes a lot of courage. So yeah, this is an amazing journey. All right, folks, thank you for watching. I just wanted to explain what this prophecy really means, and yeah, what it really takes to be a prophet, and the relationship that you gotta have with the Lord in order to be a prophet. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.